a small haul video. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. I want to start this video by saying I was all ready to start a haul video when a friend wrote to me and told me that Sinead O'Connor had died. She was a singer that I took a lot of inspiration from. I've said before on my channel how much I admired her. I'm kind of in like a little bit of a more somber mood because of that. Because of course, I have some Sinead O'Connor albums. I have the second one. I don't know where it is though. And of course, I have everything on CD. She was one of the artists that kind of bridged the album CD. A bunch of her albums aren't available on vinyl, but they do need to be reissued. I'm not sure, I could be wrong about that. But I know there's a couple of them that are very difficult to find. So rest in peace, Sinead O'Connor. You will absolutely be missed. Now, I am not a fan of Dragon Ball. I don't dislike it. It's just that I never watched it. It came after, it was popular after my childhood. And I know a lot of adults watch it, but I don't know. I've never gotten into it. But it's strange for me to wear a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt, but somebody bought it for me for Christmas, I think. Yesterday, my husband and I went out for dinner, and then we had a little bit too much to drink. So we were walking around our local neighborhood after dinner, and we went into a local record shop, and I have a small haul to show off. So the first album, I wasn't really going to buy because it was $10, and it's a bit rough. But my husband also really liked it, and that is Zantz. ZTT Remix, A Decade of Dance from ZTT. And anything that has Frankie Goes to Hollywood on it, I want to hear. It's got Grace Jones, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Seal, Propaganda, 808 State, Art of Noise. Before I go on, I have to say I was putting on my albums yesterday. I noticed I had just played an album, and then I was putting another one on, and the sound was gone. Although I could still hear it, it wasn't making any sound. I put on a CD, it worked fine. So I think maybe my needle screwed up. This happened to me before a few years ago. So that's unfortunate because I can't listen to any of these albums out in my garage. I could listen to them in my house. But another one I picked up, this one was $6. I look forward to listening to this once I get my stereo situation situated. I bought this for $5. Hymn Time, Roy Acuff and the Smoky Mountain Boys. So these are, of course, religious songs. The first one being, Were You There When They Crucified My Lord? Yeah, I'm actually really interested to hear this one. The next one I got for $4 was this Pink Champagne for Dancing. And this one is by, you can see it really small in this corner, Lloyd Mumm and his Starlight Roof Orchestra. Now, I have to admit, just the thought of this music sounds really bad. I could totally be wrong, but I loved this cover. But then upon close examination after I got it home, I was like, there's something really weird about this cover. I don't know. Am I reading too much into it? But to me, this seems really overly sexual. Just the look on her face and what they're doing with this and the splash. She's got her eyes closed like that. I don't know. Am I reading too much into that? This is just, it's just a weird cover, but just looking at it on the surface, it's very pretty. Oh, and this is volume 2. You see that in real small print there. And then the last one I really shouldn't have bought because I'm trying not to buy albums that don't fit the pattern with great covers. But I'm a little bit of a fan of Charlie Daniels. I need to know more about him. And this was $2. And I thought, why not? It's $2 and I can get rid of it later, but I thought this is probably a really nice listen. Maybe it's earlier in his career because it doesn't say the Charlie Daniels Band. In fact, what is the year on this? Because of course I know him from Devil Goes Down to Georgia, and that was a hit in the 80s, early 80s, I think. Oh, this is from 1970. Well, he signs it here 1970, but then it says copyright 1973. Well, it's definitely early 70s, right? Oh, what a cool label. This Kama Sutra label. And it seems to me that Eve is tempting Adam there in the Garden of Eden. You see that? I don't know. It breaks my pattern. I don't have room for all these albums. But there's something wrong with me. I wanted it, and it was only $2. What am I going to do? So the next two things that I'm going to show you in my haul has to do with some other kind of collections that I have. I ordered 4 complete sets of trading cards. Now, the first one was really weird because they were gigantic. I did not expect that. So these are classic sci-fi and horror movie posters on each card. but I did not expect them to be that big. And then you get the checklist right on the last card, and you can be on the lookout for all these like cards that aren't in the main set. So that's something really interesting with card sets. I usually just buy the base sets, but then there are all these sketch cards, and then there are all these like other types of specialty cards, autograph cards, and those cards can be very expensive. But I think if I ever get to go to a card show, then I have, you know, something to look out for when I go. I am happy with these sets. And if any of the card sets that I show, if you're interested in seeing more, I can always do an individual episode where I show each card. I would do it semi-professionally. I would probably take pictures of each, and you would see them on the screen like that while I'm talking over here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that reminds me. Where's, what's his name in the Vinylarium? I can't remember his name. I'm really bad with names. But a YouTuber that I really liked, he's not making videos anymore. And in fact, he made them for a short while, then he took them all down, then he started again, and then he stopped again. And yeah, I don't know what's going on over, but he would always say, in the Vinylarium. Well, I hope he comes back soon. I miss his videos. And they gave me like a kind of teaser, and I think a lot of you out there would like these. These are rock poster cards, and I guess they're as big as these, but this one is the Jefferson Airplane, Big Brother and the Holding Company, Stomp. I don't know Stomp. Oh, Tribal Stomp. So there you can see it, and this is probably one of the promo cards. These are nice because, you know, they're trying to get you to get the 49 card set, and I think I would actually like to get this set. Now, the three other card sets I bought are the regular size. I think this is a 90 card set of an artist called James Warhola. Now, I didn't know much about him, but the card set was reasonably priced, and for me, this is kind of a way for me to learn more about fantasy art. They're very cool. There's a bunch of like Mad covers, and I would love to get some of these. Here's one of the Mad. It's not focusing. And this one. It's pretty cool. He does a lot for, I think, like children's books and sci-fi and fantasy and horror. So yeah, I was very happy to get that set. So the third set is called Classic Vintage Poster Collection, movie posters. This is a 72 card set, and they're movie posters, and they got a lot of like glitter and sparkly stuff on them. Here's a Lawrence of Arabia one, Sophia Loren, Lady L. These cards are gorgeous, and then they have right up on the back. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun going through these cards. An American in Paris. The seller did throw in a couple of extra cards, just as either padding or just as promotion. Yeah, one was a Paranormal Activity, one just something kind of weird. This is from a Grimm, I guess the TV show, but this one is kind of, what do you call that? Foil, maybe? Foil cards. So the last set is, I'm not sure how many, either 72 or 90. Yeah, this is a 72 card set of The Wizard of Oz, and these cards are gorgeous. You know, there's some in black and white, others in color. They're just really pretty cards. Even my husband was like, oh, he doesn't like this movie at all. He got mad because he was like, Dorothy is supposed to be a 13-year-old and she was 40 when she did this movie. No, she was. He says she was 40, but he was like, why is there a 40-year-old playing, you know, someone that's supposed to be 13? And that makes sense, but obviously, you know, I still love the movie. Yeah, that's, oh, ELO, El Dorado. Here you go. Beautiful cards there, right? So I've got some work ahead of myself because I have to put all these in like little slip cases and put them with my collection. And included in this set were two of the promo cards. So that was nice. A coin order had come in. So, I don't know, about a week or so ago, I showed off some quarters for a contest entry. And I thought to myself, wow, it's been a long time since you've added to your collection. So I went ahead and made an order. So I'm gonna show off what I got. So I bought all these from the Littleton Coin Company. There are a couple coin companies out there. I buy mostly from Littleton, probably just because that's the first one I bought from. Now, I did get the P&D 2022 Women's quarters. Now, I haven't put them in the book yet. I'm trying to decide what to do. Number one, they don't have the names, and that's because they don't know the names yet. They're announced at the beginning of each year. And so it just says first release, second release. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put the P and the D in each. And once I fill this up, I'll only have this done because, you know, these aren't, the 2023 are just coming out now. And then, you know, I'll have to wait to get the rest of them. And then I might get another different book, like one of these. I hope they're gonna have these in the future. And I hope that they will have each woman's face here, or each, something like that. So this would be for like the 2022, for example. And then they would have each woman, and then you could put 2 copies. So anyways, I went ahead and I bought 2 more presidential dollars. So I had these, and so I went ahead and bought the first 2. So I think I bought Washington and John Adams. I don't know if you could see those very clearly. So there's Washington. Oh, that's okay. And there's Adams. There you go. Well, I've got a long way to go on that one, but that's part of the fun of it. I didn't buy any of the Native American ones, and I have to do that in the future. So I added to my National Parks Quarters set. I had a 2010 and 2011, and so I bought the 2012. And what I decided to do was, originally I was going to put one painted from one company and another painted from another company. But then I saw that Littleton had gold-plated quarters. And so I decided to do that. And so now I finished my 2010 set. For my 2011, I bought the whole set. So I bought all 5 of those and the 5 gold-plated ones. And then I bought the 2012, but I only bought the top. So the next order, I'll buy the next book, 2013, and I'll buy the gold-plated ones for this. Now, I've got a long way to go because this series ran 10 years, 10 or 11 years. I could tell you, from 2010 to 2021, and I only have 10, 11, and 12. So that means I need 8 more years, something like that. So there you have it, a little haul and collection update. We have to say goodbye to Sinead O'Connor. But yeah, any comments, always appreciated. And again, I want to thank you for all the support.